And that is the warm-up lap of our 21 riders for the Castrol Power One Ultimate Underbone Limited Grand Prix. Again, to all our live viewers, please do not forget to share our official Facebook live streaming at the moment. And for those who just tuned in, natapos na po tayo sa first 3 races of the day. But do not worry, we still have 5 more to go. And the 4th one is the one that you're seeing right now on your screen, Castrol Power One Ultimate Underbone Limited Grand Prix. To our live viewers, I do apologize. Later on, perhaps we get to shout you out. Ayan. But for now, let's, focus also on the race. This is going to be one great race. It starts and ends today. You're watching the 18th Inside Racing Grand Prix, of course, with our official title sponsor, Alpine Stars. All right, just waiting for the rest of the pack. We have 21 riders. It's going to take a while for us to complete the grid, but just wanted to remind you all that all these names on the grid right now are, well, it's going to ring a bell if you're a race fan, but on the first 3, on pole is actually Mascardo. We have Paz on P2 and Suba actually on 3. Following Suba is Sobre Todo. So let's see. First 2 are from Yamaha Philippines. The 4th is also from Yamaha Philippines. And the 3rd one is quite, kung sasabihin ba ninyo, is a new name in the race, but definitely is making his name on race. That's Jolo Suba from VS Resultado Sec K-Works. Red light is on, and there goes all our riders. Paz and Mascardo. I think Paz now is on P1. Was able to take that lead from Mascardo. Still Suba on 3rd. And the rest of the pack. Let's see how this first lap is going to turn out as they are now on the hairpin corner. Napakarami po niyan. 21 po. Naku, kung sino man po sinusuportahan nyo dyan. Go ahead and comment all of them. Hopefully I get to shout you out as they are now crossing on Sector 2 with that pink helmet still leading the pack. That pink helmet actually is Kyle Paz from Yamaha Philippines. Mascardo on P2. I'm not sure if Mascardo is quite challenging Paz over there, but Suba is still on P3 with Sobre Todo following Suba. So hopefully we get to follow all the action as these 21 riders are on track. Remember, J.E. Ingito is also here and a lot of names, familiar names, Berganya, Chang, Duran. Naku, napakarami po. Let's see. With 14 or 13 laps to go as Paz gets to have a glimpse of what's happening at the back, at his back. That's Paz and Mascardo. Jolo Suba still. Kerwin Chang is now climbing up at the 4th. Actually, he's coming from P6. Now he's on 4th with Chang just 1 second, 0.237 away from the race leader. Let's see. Again, like I said, 13 laps to go. A lot could possibly happen at this 4th race for the day. Ingito, that's Ingito on your screen right now. And Berganya. So, naku, napakarami po nito. As much as we would like to follow all these racers on this track at the moment for this 4th race, Castrol Power One Ultimate Underbone Limited Grand Prix. Naku. Let's see. Most definitely, this is going to be one of the insane races that we will be able to watch today. With 13 laps to go, that's still Paz, Mascardo, and Suba coming in and challenging Mascardo right over there. That's Paz and Mascardo. Mascardo quite challenging his teammate. Paz. Suba is behind, 0.227 from Paz. Let's see, Suba actually, Jolo Suba, because we have 2 Subas, like I said, right? We have, 3. No, we have 2 Suba, we have Jolo, and we have Vortex. On P3 right now is Jolo Suba. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, this young racer is definitely making his name as he gets to challenge Mascardo right here, while Mascardo is challenging the race leader, McKinley Kyle Paz. This is the battle. This is P4, 5, 6. This is Kerwin Chang, J.E. Ingito, and Sobretodo. Ian J. Sobretodo slid down to, down now to P6 from starting at the 3rd position. Wow. But that's Kerwin Chang and J.E. Ingito on P4 and 5. So kung nakikita po ninyo, hindi nagkakalayo ang 4, 5, and 6, as I think someone already has overtaken Kerwin Chang over there. And now in the hairpin corner, Sobretodo is trying to climb up to the race leader's post. Let's see what's going to happen here with this 4, 5, and 6 riders. Again, these are Chang initially, but I think that's already... Oh, that's already J.E. Ingito on P4, Kerwin Chang following him, and Sobretodo on P6. Oh, Suba, get ready. I think Ingito is running up next, or running after you. Ingito trying to glance at Kerwin Chang as to where is that? Where is he? Am I quite far away? And that is your race. Those are your race leaders with still Paz on P1. Mascardo trying to get the inner from Paz and overtaking Paz right over there. His teammate with still Jolo Suba comfortably on P3 at the moment. Wow. That's an exchange between the teammates, Mascardo and Paz. Maybe we get to see some actions from these two teammates in here. From Yamaha Philippines Racing Team, that is. With Suba now gonna challenge Paz. Let's see how this is gonna turn out. Let's see the 4, 5, 6. Is Ingito still right over there? Chang and Sobretodo. Can I have 4, 5, 6, please? There you go. Still J.E. Ingito on P4 with now, I think that's already Sobretodo on P5, and Kerwin Chang slid down to P6 at the moment. Still J.E. Ingito being now challenged by Ian J. Sobretodo. Nako, medyo marami pa pong mangyayari because we still have 9 laps to go. 9 laps to go, ladies and gents. A lot of actions are actually unfolding right now at the 4th official race for the day, Castrol Power 1 Ultimate Underbone Limited Grand Prix. Right now, this is J.E. Ingito and Ian J. Sobretodo. Ian trying to get the inner lane, was able to overtake J.E. Ingito. Wow, that's on the hairpin corner. Good job. I think that was I'm not sure if that was a late braking technique, but he was able to get the inner from J.E. But still, J.E. is trying to take that away from Ian J. Sobretodo. Just wheel to wheel. They are about now to cross sector 2, and J.E. was able to take the inner as well, like what Sobretodo did a while ago. And J.E. is now back on P4, trying to catch up to Suba, who's now on P3. So let's take a look at our race leaders at the moment. With Mascardo still on P1, Paz is following Mascardo already, and Suba quite distant from Paz at the moment. But we'll see with still 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go, and Paz is now behind Mascardo for 0.372 with Suba now, as I said, a bit distant from Paz already with 1.325 distance from the race winner. Ingito still on P4, so Sobretodo is now quite wheel to wheel with, that's 7, 8, 9, that's Duran, Ferrer, and Berganya. That's 7, 8, 9. Oh, sorry, that's Duran, Fernando, Masato Fernando, and Berganya. So the one on full black is Neddy Duran, following him is actually Masato Fernando, and then we have Berganya. So, wow. Those names, and this is now your race leaders. Mascardo still holding on the P1. Paz might challenge him as we only have 7 laps to go. Actually, almost halfway there, yeah? Yes, almost halfway there, and a lot of actions could possibly unfold here. Mascardo still leading the pack. Paz just behind for 0.203. Suba still is already quite slowing down, or hindi ko alam kung slowing down ba yan o mas mabilis na lang talaga si Mascardo. But right now, this is J.E. Ingito sobre todo, and that's Kerwin Chang still. Itong tatlong to hindi pa rin nag-exchange, no? But still, sobre todo is really challenging Ingito at the moment and giving him definitely a race. Giving him the adrenaline for this race. You're watching the fourth official race for the day. This is Castrol Power 1 Ultimate Underbone Limited Grand Prix. Again, on P4 at the moment, what you're seeing right now is J.E. Ingito sobre todo trying to get the outer, but nothing in there. Onto the second to the last corner where all the actions are quite surprising. Still Mascardo leading this full pack of racers. We have 21 racers on the track right now, ladies and gents. Mascardo on P1. Paz still playing on P2. Suba is now quite behind for 2.676 from the race leader. With 6 laps to go, this is, on your screen right now, this is J.E. Ingito, still Ian J. sobre todo, and Kerwin Chang. 6 laps to go, ladies and gents. A lot could possibly happen. Even small mistakes, small tweaks, or small shaking on your motors could possibly change your fate on this race. Now as they proceed, or as they cross Sector 2, this is where all the techniques and skills happen. It gets to be applied. Practice. There's practice. Sobre todo trying to get, again, the outer lane. Nothing in there. Ingito is really securing that P4. But let's see how he is going to run after Suba in just a bit. Now still Mascardo is leading with pass behind just for only 1.103. Suba is already behind for 3 seconds, 0.279. Followed by Ingito, sobre todo, Kerwin Chang, Neddy Duran, Berganya, Masato Fernando on P9, and the rest of the pack. That's your 4, 5, 6, ladies and gents. That's J.E. Ingito. Yes, that is. Yep, that's J.E. Ingito, sobre todo, and of course, Kerwin Chang. Ayan. That's your 4, 5, 6. But let's get to see our race leaders. Ayan. Mascardo pa rin on P1 with his teammate Paz on P2. Not seeing Suba at their back. Kanina medyo malapit pa si Suba eh. Ayan. Alright, so medyo distant na si Suba. But still, Suba is also keeping that distance away from Ingito, sobre todo, and Chang with 4 laps to go, ladies and gents. 4 laps to go. Mascardo is still holding on to that first. Ingito now, sobre todo, is taking the inner lane. Let's see what's going to happen on this hairpin corner now. Sobre todo is on P4. Was able to overtake that from J.E. Ingito. Okay, now let's see how that is going to be challenged by Ingito. Sobre todo now on P4. They're about to cross Sector 2, and I think Ingito is trying to get to the inner, but nothing in there has been locked and blocked by Sobre todo. Again, this is your 4, 5, 6. That's Sobre todo, Ingito, and that is Kerwin Chang. 4 laps to go. A lot could possibly happen. Let's see again our race leaders, what's happening in there. Mascardo and Paz securing for Yamaha Philippines Racing Team for P1 and P2. But again, 3 laps to go po. Marami pa. And that's Suba on P3. On P4 now is Sobre todo running after Suba, possibly making it to the podium. Let's see. Together with his teammates and of course J.E. Ingito on 5. Kerwin Chang. Oh, that's Ingito on the outside. Nothing in there. I wasn't able to take that opportunity away from Sobre todo. But then again, this is 4, 5, and 6. So even if they run after each other, they won't still going to be able to make it to the podium. So they still need to climb up to P3 now as Ingito takes the inner lane. And Kerwin Chang as well, overtaking Sobre Todo. Okay. Medyo napag-aaralan na natin ha kung ano nangyayari dito sa Sector 2, ladies and gents, with 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. That's J.E. Ingito, Kerwin Chang, and Sobre Todo. Medyo nag-slid down na po si Sobre Todo onto P6. So J.E. Ingito being challenged by Kerwin Chang now. Let's see how this is gonna unfold. With 2 laps to go, Mascardo still leading the pack with Paz right behind him. His teammate 0.167 behind him, and Suba 5 seconds, 0.734 on third. What you're seeing right now are J.E. Ingito, Chang, Sobre Todo on 4, 5, 6 respectively. Will Sobre Todo be able to make it? That's Paz right now. Okay, we weren't able to catch that, but Paz was able to get a clean overtake versus Mascardo, his teammate. Now Paz is on P1 with, now they are proceeding to the last lap. We're all, oh, that's a back marker. Nothing in there. These are 2 teammates. We're not sure how their strategies are, ladies and gents. However, their other teammate Sobre Todo is battling it from Chang and Ingito. Now down to the last lap. Last lap on that hairpin corner. Is there something that's going to challenge Paz over there? Mascardo, nothing on that first hairpin corner. All right. Jolo Suba, yes, Jolo Suba is 7 seconds, 0.082 from these 2 race leaders. Again, that's Paz and Mascardo. Nothing in there. I thought he was going to take the inner lane, but let's see. I think this is already, Mascardo is now challenging Paz, his teammate. Oh, but FYI, Mascardo was actually our pole position here, and Paz was on P2. So they have quite an exchange from the first few laps of the game onto the second to the last corner. Let's see if there's something that's gonna happen, that's gonna change. On the last corner, will Paz get to have his second victory? Yes! It's a yes for McKinley Kyle Paz, our race winner, followed by April King Mascardo. And I think Suba is still also on third. Congratulations yet again to the baby girl father, McKinley Kyle Paz from Yamaha Philippines, being our winner for